Well, here goes another one of these try another movie days. Here's old Rusty sitting and helping to compost a little, I guess. Kind of badly rusted in the back. I don't know if I can get up there or not. Let's see. Yeah, I guess I can get in there. Let's see. There we go. That's the reason it's sitting there. Had insurance, but the dealer said the company went out of business. And they insisted that I bring it down there even though it wasn't inspected. And they would inspect it. They were supposed to be doing it every time it went in for service, but that's what happens when the owner's intended son-in-law is the service manager and doesn't know what he's doing. Yeah, it was a good little running vehicle. Yeah, let's see what I can parts off of this thing. Been sitting here for several years, and now I guess time I'll just roust on down. Now that it's cool weather, I can get up here and get some of the berry vines and all out. There's my son's left behind Easy Go. That's a story in itself. It's got a badly bent cross rod on the steering, so the wheels sort of splay out like a duck. And of course this all went to the dickens here. You can barely see the engine in there at this time. Kind of a neat concept is, forward and reverse is you either start the engine forward or start the engine in reverse. So going down this way, there's my main ride over to the right, and coming up on the Field Queen there, and got the Driveway King in the back, a little bouncy. Some of the other gear I drug out. Kind of concentrate on old Rusty here. Carburetor off, not on yet. I haven't been feeling quite up to par the last couple days with this kink in my neck. And going to sneak around, see if I can kind of zoom in on it. There's the old original equipment tag. I don't know if that's really readable at this point. And the big old blade up there, I picked that up at Frank's when you could still walk through the yard. It was one of those, if you paid cash today, it would be no tax and a good price on it. And it's got the remote control that was sort of gimmicked up by somebody on it for adjusting the angle on the blade from the driver's seat. I'll get that back on again someday. It's got those nice kickback springs on it, so when you hit the rocks, like we got a lot of those around here. I gotta get around to doing some bending on the old B10 grill. That way I can replace this rusty beat up piece. That was pretty much in that shape when I first got this thing back in '72. It's just been hanging out there and rattling. This should have been repainted when I rebuilt it, when the kids let the rod freeze. Let's see if I can sneak in there a little bit. You can see that modification there where I put the coil in. Of course that ties over to the regulator for positive voltage, but in between that, switch down here where the choke is supposed to be, that's going to come out when the ignition switch goes in, where the grounding switch is right now. That one's not even effective. The guy down there at the bottom of the side console is the one that starts and stops the machine. Just a little rewiring on it. Have the tank was draining, so the hose is still down, which is a good thing. If it's any moisture in it, it'll drip out. So with that, I'm going to kind of swing around to the other gear and see what we have. Yeah, we got one of those wonderful MTD specials coming out of Tractor Supply. It was a good mower when it was running, but that engine finally gave me so many fits, I couldn't do much about it. Got tired of putting money into it. The recoil starter finally went. I wasn't going to pay for a new one. Might modify the top cover and put a hand pull on there. I got the hand pull cup from the B10 kicking around. Might just put it on there to do a manual rope start. It's a good mulching mower when it's running. The other thing is I might take the rear wheels, use those rear wheels on the weed eater along with the front wheels to kind of balance it out. It rolls a lot better on this kind of rough soil around here, along with the root bumps all over. And over here, of course, we got the DR. They're those 195 blue strings on there that are great at launching rocks. And next to that is my my $50 weed eater that had pretty much a smashed top. Picked it up where I was working at Walmart. It's a single speed engine on there with the carburetor that it has. I already sent you some pictures of that plastic carb. Still don't have that bulb working right. I think, like it or not, I'm going to have to pull the carburetor on that thing. I just have to watch it for springs flying out at me. It's a good little cutter, works real good. Just a little hard starting it when you have to keep pulling the air cleaner to prime it.